welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I am your host, Survival Man 1. We are going to be doing some other things that you haven't been seeing that I can do on this island here, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. So, like, for example, so there are some things here, like, that I have completed, which actually took me a while. This Castmaster, okay, it took me a while to complete that. So that is a bit of a challenge for most of you. So trying to make sure you're getting that done is actually quite the easy task. But it's not as easy as you think. Okay? The way I did it was casting my line and listening to the sound of the kerplunk of the bobber going down. Now, the reason I say that is because it actually helps certain people that are very good with sounds. So, me, I'm very good with sounds. So, for example, if I cast off my line right here, as you can see, there's a fish there. Now, the catch behind this is that if you're listening to the sound, right, which I don't have my fishing line here, but if I were to cast it out right here, I close my eyes and then listen to the sound of the kerplunk of the bobber. The reason I listen for that versus then having to look at the game, because it helps relax your nerve of the smashing that A button at the wrong time. So keep in mind of that if you're wanting to do some fishing there. If you do that 100 times, you would be able to get that card complete easily. It works for me, but for some others, maybe not. Let's see what else. A gallant statue. Oh. What do you want, Pearl? Not really. Sorry. Oh, popcorn. That didn't work. Well, perhaps I'll talk to you into it later, Froyo. Well, duh. No kidding. Alright. What do we got here? What do we got? Alright. Now, as you notice, I picked up a lost item. Okay? So the best way to take care of this is by investigating the item. This looks like somebody's notebook. The handwriting is mostly eligible, but I can make out the word band. So, the word band is something related to music. Okay? So, if you're understanding that, then the only person or the only villager on your island that is under this category would be Peppy. Band is like music, so they're really into music in that way. So Peppy is the best option for this regard. And Twiggy, however, is crafting something. A cardboard sofa. And it looks like I already knew how to make the cardboard sofa. Interesting. Alright. But we're going to talk to Tiggy one last time before we head out. Did you lose this? Here you go. And it totes her, not hers. Huh. Alright. So that... Okay. Band apparently is like music. So you have to think, like, who else would have to... who else would like music as well? Well... Apparently my penguin here likes music as well. So trying to finding her is one thing. Okay? So trying to find her is one thing. So we're going to go ahead and try to find my penguin here. And she's not at home. That's a lot of cosmos over there. And speaking of my penguin, there you are. Peanut, what's up? Feel like I haven't had any FaceTime with you lately. I didn't scare you or anything, right? I know I can be a bit much sometimes, Froyo. You're not too much for me, I'll tell you that right now. I haven't been on Animal Crossing for a while, so that's why they're kind of talking in certain ways. Well, here you go, my friend. Alright. Taking care of. That is always a good thing to do. So. Blue windflower. Yay. I'm gonna get a lot of those, I hope. I certainly hope so. Let's see who is in my campsite today. It's funny. Chatter, huh? Because here's the interesting about Chatter is that on my old island of Animal Crossing, I have him on my old island of New Horizons. So, speaking of other islands, I'm going to show you how you can visit other islands without having to leave by plane. Okay? Excuse me. Sorry. So, that's one thing I was going to show you here. Alright. So now, I'm going to show you around on a old island that I made before. Okay? And to do that, we are going to be going ahead and finding my little bedroom in this house of mine. And there's no bed in here, so we're going to exit out of there. And I might end up having to drink some water. I might have to. Oh, that still needs a little fixer-upper. Eh? Alright. Yipes. Oh! I forgot I had this down here. Alright, in we go. Should I get some sleep? Yeah. So, the sleeping part in this game is actually quite fun. So, you can go into this little dreamland here, which is kind of nice. Welcome, welcome. The binary fields are teeming with beautiful dreams. How may I be of assistance? I want to dream. Then I shall connect to the internet to initialize a dream download. Connecting to the internet. Make sure you do have the internet available to you when you do this. And also, as well, make sure you have the online services as well to do this. I'm going to revisit a dream because I already have visit my island at least once. And we have I have visit Coolsville. Now I'm going to let you meander on that. To let you know what... I will let you know what Coolsville is at some point. It will surprise you what Coolsville and where it came from. But we're here to do mystery. Okay? Yes, it is. Because mystery is actually my previous and old island on my old Switch. So... keep that in mind. And we are going to drift off into the dreamland of mystery. So sit back and wait. Alright, here we are. Now, we are in the land of mystery, which is quite interesting because I'm going to show you around what I have done on my old island so you can see the differences here. So, now, as you can see, there's a castle wall, there's a lot of flowers over here. There's some art that's right there that apparently I already had in the museum. Yeah. So I'm going to show you around since I haven't been on this island for a while, or a long time, really. As you can see, it's almost clean. Hey, look at that. We know this gal somewhere, don't we? On our own island, on this island that I'm using so far. Yeah, so this is Ione. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and climb up this ladder. And, yeah, I'm gonna avoid her. Okay. This is Adi. And right up here is the Walt's house, right up here. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I still remember from this old island. This is Francine right here. Okay. Sasha is right in here. And speaking of chatter, he's in my campsite. And he's on this old island of mine. So. There are some villagers that are in their houses, so I will have to update this Dream Island at some point, but for some reason for some odd reason though, I have not been doing that. So, yeah, I'm showing around. Hey, speaking of chatter, here he is. So that's Chatter. He lives on this island, but he's visiting on my new island, for that matter. So, this is one of my favorite people. Haley, your character's still here. So, yeah, this is one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite people that I like to talk to sometimes. So, it's nice to see her again on this island. Well, at least I'm visiting it, so, but my house, however, is in the back of the island. The reason for that is because if you want to visit this island, you would have to do a couple things, according to what I remember here. I'll give you a clue here. Since it's the Triforce Triangle, right? Well, first things first, that you would have to use the ladder first, and then get the vaulting pole, and then getting the swimsuit, and while you have the swimsuit, you are able to swim in the ocean and swim all the way in the back and get to the secret beach that way, and then go all the way to the right, and then you run into my house, the second house you encounter on the right, since that house is no longer there. On the first house you encounter is no longer there, so that's why I said it's the second house that you encounter up there. So, if you were to visit this island, go ahead and do that. That's all you have to do. Is just, if you want to see my house, or be in my house on this island of mystery, make sure you grab the ladder, the vaulting pole, and then the swimming suit. So, I'll show you where to start, and then from there, you'll figure it out. Okay? So the first things first is finding the ladder, right? Well, I made it easy enough where you're able to grab it, so that it's not that hard to collect. So the first thing is that you need to come back here. These bookshelves look promising, right? Well, let's go over here. You can climb up a ladder that is hidden in the back there, okay? Cross a bridge, and then you come right here and you jump right there, and you grab the ladder that sits right there. Now, once you grab the ladder, from there, you can figure it out from there. Somehow, you need to use the ladder to get on this path to my right. And once you get onto that path, climb that ladder in the back, and then jump across, you get the vaulting pole that way. However, getting there, though, with the ladder is going to be a little bit of a tricky situation. So, once you get the vaulting pole, then you would have to come back and then vault across all the way to the right on the other side of that river. Or that lake, whatever it is. So, okay? So once you are able to get across, then that's one thing. And then, once you get the swimming suit, then you'll be able to swim across anywhere you want, if you wanted to. But if you want to see my house, you would have to go to the secret beach in the back while swimming. So, keep that in mind. Well, this is pretty much the end of the tour here for my old island. So we're going to go ahead and leave. Is it time to wake, or should I press the snooze bar to let you stay? I want to wake up. Alright, so now let's get out of here. That's all I'm gonna show off today. So, yeah. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I am your host, SurvivalMan1, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.